I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate. Don't turn off the light. I'm coming home.
Well, good morning from the Foothills Trail. Actually, a trail off of a Foothills Trail that I'm going to take back, and I'm going to do an overnight, maybe 2 overnights, but it all depends on the cell service up here. If I can let Nancy know that I'm spending an extra night, I'll do that. If I don't have cell service, it'll be an overnighter. But we're heading up. I'm going to do some trout fishing. It's got some other things that are going on I want to show you. And it's not that far of a hike. The first campsite's at around 2.5 miles. If that one's taken, there's only one car here other than my car there in the parking lot. So if the first campsite's taken, there's another one about another 2 miles further upstream that you have to kind of bushwhack to, but I may do that one. So it may end up being around a 5-mile hike in or a 2.5-mile hike in. So we'll see what's going on. So stay tuned. Even out of the parking lot, and I see a whole bunch of mushrooms here growing. So I don't know what they are, but I have a feeling I'm going to see a lot of them.
There be no kind of peace like you beside me. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate. Don't turn off the light. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
So this is my first solo overnighter in a long time, and kind of looking forward to it. We got a warm day. It's my first actual trip, hiking trip, overnight backpacking trip that is, for since our move to South Carolina here. And we've been here about 5 or 6 weeks now, and summer's finally kicking in up here, late June. And today it's supposed to be like in the high 80s. I don't know up here if it will, but I know that at night it's going to be down in the low 60s. So there's always that reprieve here. So you can deal with the warmer weather at night, a day, and then make sure you get cooled off at night. And I'm going to be on a stream too, so that'll cool me off. So in case I didn't say, on this solo overnight backpacking trip, I am on the East Fork Trail from the fish hatchery. I think in my last one of my videos recently, I talked about coming back here, doing this overnight and doing some trout fishing. Well, that's what I'm doing. And this is the East Fork Trail. It runs along the East Fork of the Chattooga River, which brings me up to the Chattooga River, the confluence where the two meet. And you can go off to your left to the Foothills Trail and down to Burrells Ford, or you can continue up. I forget the name of that trail that goes up to. When I get to it, I'll tell you. And go further up to Chattooga. But the whole thing where I'll be camping will be on the main portion of the Chattooga River. So that's where I am. All right, looks like there's a little bit of a rock hopping here. Take this slow. These things can get slippery. Pretty little stream. All right, here we go. They don't move. This one anyway. Ooh, that one kind of wiggled a bit. All right. These rock cliffs here are beautiful, pretty high. Check those out. Really nice. Looks like I got a little bit of climbing here. Up these rocks. So let me get to the log. I think it's that where the Reese's or whatever you call it at the end. There's a bunch of it growing here. Big old patch of it right here coming off. Oh yeah, the other thing, I don't know if I mentioned on this trip, is that this is a hike in to go fish trip. Now I didn't bring a fly rod. I brought an ultralight telescoping spinning rod with, I think, the right type of lures to catch some trout. So if they're here and they're biting, hopefully, I might have a few trout for you guys. Check that out. Definitely holding trout. Here you're gonna find rookies, rainbows, and brown trout. And they do stock this whole area. I arrived at the campsite, looking around. It's a whole bunch of logs. God, there's an old fire pit there. I don't know what the odds are. I guess there's some wood around. I think I'll place myself right under this falling tree. Not really. All right. So, let's check this out. All right, I got campus set up. So far, no one else is here. So we'll see as the day goes on. I don't know, it's not even noon yet. It's warming up some, but it's nice and shady here. Got the stream down there. I think there's a whole bunch of accesses here to go ahead and do some trout fishing. So I'll give it some, it's that time of day. It's not gonna be the best time of day, but we'll see. And we'll throw a couple baits out there. Looking for some brookies. Definitely some brown trout and some rainbows. Let's see if we can get them. What they stock here is, they usually stock a minimum of 12 inches. So the trout that you catch from the hatchery and stuff like that are pretty good size. So hopefully I can get a couple and we'll cook them up for dinner. So, all right guys, let's do it. Well, so far guys, fishing hasn't been that great. Not because the fishing's bad, it's just the access to the stream is really difficult. I'm not as young as I used to be, and you know, I think I really need to come down here with the right boots to wade upstream. There's very few access. I mean, you really got to climb down, go through some briars and bushes and maybe poison ivy for all I know, and to get down to the stream. But if you got down there and you've been able to walk up it, you'd be able to probably do real well here fishing. I'm going to give it another shot right now. I'm going to go over to I changed my clothes. I put some shorts on. I got some, like, I don't know, these aqua shoes on, you know, these camp shoes that are for water. And I'm going to use some jig baits, some of these little squeeze-on baits that are imitation, like eggs. And this time of year, you can use those here. Certain times of year, you're not allowed. But so we're going to go back to that one open area, see if I can walk out there and give it a shot. I'm having a ball though. This is, like I said, my first solo trip here in a while up here. It's absolutely gorgeous, quiet. I'm the only one here. I've been the only one here all day. As a matter of fact, I just got up and took a nap. And so now I'm ready to hit it again. It's about 4:30, and let's see what happens. Well, I just caught one little trout. I didn't get it on film, but it was small. Anyway, it was a little rainbow. Good news is that I was just up on the bridge over here, which I'm going to take a walk over right now, just with my camera. A guy came walking down from, if you remember in the beginning of this video, I don't know, I guess in this video, I said if there was going to be people at these campsites here, that I was going to go further, which is another 2 miles to the north section of the Chattooga River. And but since there was nobody here, I didn't do that. Well, there was a guy that came down, and he had a fly rod with him and a spinning reel, and he was carrying a backpack with waders in it. But he said he fished up there. He waded up the whole stream. He said there's plenty of camping up there. And he caught about 30 trout. He says the holes up there just loaded with trout. And fishing was phenomenal up there. So that's good to know. And the next time I do this, this is the type of information I want to get. I want to learn this area, learn the best fishing areas. And that's across the North Carolina border, though. So once you go up there, you're into North Carolina. But I do have a North Carolina fishing license also, so that's no problem. I just got that yesterday, as a matter of fact. And I think the next time I come here, I'll probably be get me a pair of at least waders that come up to, over, hip boots, and carry them up there and try to stay as light as possible and do that kind of fishing. So that'll be the next trip. So for now, let's have a nice evening here. It's a little after 5, and I'm just going to go take a walk, take some video, and then come back and cook up some dinner. Won't be trout, though. All right, guys, tonight for dinner, since I'm not having any trout, next time, we are going to have, and I had to hit the old Stockaroo, but I'm having one of my favorites, Peak Refuel beef stroganoff, delicioso. And then tomorrow morning, I have that strawberry granola. So I'm all set on Peak Refuels for tonight. Also, I'm using my new Soto pot. I haven't used this yet, so I'm looking forward to it. I was thinking I was going to have fish tonight and some rice and all this good stuff. And I'm also going to be using my new Soto Amicus stove. I haven't used this yet either, so I left the MSR Pocket Rocket at home, and we're going to give this a shot tonight. Looking forward to it. I really like this. Just seems like it has everything that I need with the wind guard on it, the 4 pot levelers. It's got the automatic starter on there and everything. So we'll give this a shot. I'm going to show you a little hack I did when I was at home. I like to go ahead and cook and stuff and use both hands, and there's different times that I want to use both hands. So I had an old, what are these things, Ulanzi thing that I keep the phone on. Well, it broke. And then I also had this GoPro. I went on my bicycle handlebars. So, you tighten it down and that. So what I did was I took and I glued the 2 of these together with super glue. And now I can go ahead and put my phone in here, tighten it up, and when I want to use both hands, I can't talk, but I put this in my mouth. This goes up and down, and I can lean over, cook, blah, 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 do all this stuff, or cut things, or fillet fish, or do whatever I want with this thing in my mouth. Now, I've seen YouTubers use these before, but I can't find them on Amazon or anywhere. So I made my own. So there's my hack for this trip. And I'll probably use it when I'm cooking dinner. Dinner time. All right. Been in here quite a while. Give it a shot. Always find that problem people have with these things, we're all dehydrated. Freeze-dried meals. They never let them do their thing. And I would suggest whenever it tells you to do a certain time, add a few minutes to it. They still stay hot. Here we go. Peak Refuel, beef stroganoff. I usually share this with Nancy. I get to eat a whole one tonight, little piggy me. I was going to have a fire tonight, but it doesn't get dark until like, 8, 9, 9 o'clock. Hell, I'll be in bed by then. And just being lazy, I don't feel like going around get firewood. Somebody left a little bit in there, but, by the time I get it all started, that'd burn up real quick. So I don't need one. And just read, I got a book on my phone. And I also have downloaded, I think, a movie or two or something on that. I'll check it out. But that's my night. Bon appetit. Love this stuff. Well, guys, it was a good day. I'm getting my tent, just getting ready. It's about 8 o'clock. And it's hiker midnight for me. It's the thing about solo backpacking, can't talk to anybody. And the night ends early. So, and it's still light out. I would have had a fire and all, but I didn't want to bother with it. So anyway, I will see you guys in the morning. Bye-bye. Well, good morning, everybody. It is about 7 a.m. The sun's coming through the trees right there. Pretty chilly night last night. Felt good, though. I think it got down to maybe in the high 50s. Chilly for me, but I did have that Get Out gear. That puffy blanket. And that worked fine. That's all I needed. I mean, if you don't have one of those for the summer, I definitely recommend getting it. So anyway, I'm going to pack up this morning. I'm going to have a little breakfast and coffee. And I'm just going to take my time getting out of here today. Because yesterday I was kind of in a little rush here, thinking that the place was going to be crowded. But there wasn't one person here the whole time. So it's not the place I wanted to come for fishing, but it was definitely, if you want to come to a great place along a beautiful creek, listen to the creek all night, and have a great campsite, plenty of tents, hammocking areas. This is it. So let me get some breakfast in me, and we'll hit the trail. All packed up. LNT. Had a little breakfast. Time to mosey on out of here. I should have walked a little further down. I could have walked up this portion of the stream. There's some nice holes. This is prior to the campsite, so I had walked past this yesterday. Check this out. I don't know if this was a monument of some sort or a bridge. Interesting.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate.
I'll tell you, that is a rough climb out of there. It's a couple places where you had to come down these rocks. It's pretty sketchy, but it's like a gradual up all the way. I've got about a mile more to go, and just in case I don't finish this video, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been a great trip. Fishing was so-so, but I did learn a lot. So anyway, it's getting warm, and thanks for following Walker's World, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate. Don't turn off the light. I'm coming home.